Welcome back, everybody. Now today, what we are going to be doing is we are going to be doing the unupgraded 3-star challenge with the new June 2021 champion, the Overseer. And the Overseer cleared the unupgraded 3-star challenge better than anybody has ever done it before. He topped Shang-Chi and Howard the Duck. Um, and yeah, both of them had very solid performances, but this guy didn't need any health potions or any revives, which has never been done before. This is a relatively new challenge. We've probably done it with like 23 stars or so. Mr. Negative completely failed and was by far the worst one, but that was just because of the fact that you need to parry quite a bit, and yeah, you don't exactly want to take too much block damage. Alright, but yeah, so the Overseer is a younger version of Maestro, the Act 4 final boss. But yeah, and this guy has well, according to his bio, he has basically stormed like the multiverse and everything, and stolen everything from a bunch of superheroes and stuff. Like he has Captain America's shield, among a bunch of other stuff. Yeah, we do not have this guy awakened. I do not want to spend the solo shards things. Um, I don't want to spend the shards on greater solar crystals. I want to save that for supreme solar crystals. Pretty soon we're going to be doing opening 100 of those supreme crystals. Yeah, we're at about 900,000 of those shards now. But yeah, we need 1 million in total. Alright, but what's happening right now is I'm trying to get to the SP3 and let Black Bolt hit as many bars as possible. So whenever he hits a bar of power, you can see that I get gamma power. And once I hit 6 gamma power, I'm at 5 right now. Now I'm at 6, and I throw off the SP3 because 6 is the maximum amount that you can get to. But yeah, then you throw off the SP3, and yeah, then you get cosmic mode if you can throw it off within like the first 3 seconds, I'm pretty sure. And then every single light attack, you gain some extra red damage, and that damage output is a very nice. And yeah, this Black Bolt is basically down. And yeah, we are still at 100%. I don't know if that's ever been done before, with still at 100%, but yeah, that was very impressive. And yeah, I'm pretty sure this guy has a pretty good block proficiency due to Captain America's shield. As an unupgraded 3-star, he has a block proficiency of 65%, which is, yeah. I want to check Mr. Negative's block proficiency. I don't think I've ever checked it before. Maybe that's why he failed so badly in this challenge. Yeah, his is 52%. That's a little bit under what's expected. But yeah, and Captain America Infinity Wars is 73%, as an unupgraded 3-star. Alright, but as you can see, we are just about to throw off our SP3. There we go. Alright, now we've reached 6 bars. Sorry, I thought we had already. Alright, but we beat Storm up, and we get the final slice, and now we've activated Cosmic Mode because we did it within the 3 seconds after she gained, or after we gained the Gamma power. And we also have a Fury buff now, increasing our damage output, and yeah, and then we throw off an SP1 just to finish off the fight. But yeah, you usually can go for the SP2 if you're within the Cosmic Mode. And yeah, if you're in the Cosmic Mode, you can usually go for the SP2 or something. Either champion special attacks do pause that for, I believe, or until it's over. But yeah, even you don't need like like this guy like seemed I didn't really understand when I read his abilities, but once I started testing him out, he made full sense how to play. This guy's got a very basic play style, despite being so complex. But yeah, and if you have cosmic mode on for something or on, and you throw off a special attack, then yes, it does give you an extra benefit, just like Odin and I forgot if it's the Odin Force. I'm pretty sure it's called. Um, and yeah, so here we go. We throw off another SP3, and yeah, I forgot to say that special attacks do and after special attacks they do take up all the gamma power. Alright, but now let's talk about special concussion. So, for example, like right there, when your opponent uses a special attack, but if your opponent just uses a special attack, you get a special concussion, reducing your damage output. Yeah, this does finish off the fight, and yeah, so I believe we're 3 fights through now, and yeah, we're taking these guys down in 80 hits or so. That's pretty good. We usually take about at least 100 hits. Shang-Chi, I don't think did. But yeah, this guy is topping Shang-Chi in this particular way. But that does not mean Shang-Chi is the worst or champion of the two. Shang-Chi is definitely better. Yeah, but this guy is still got such a good damage output. I'm really impressed. And yeah, so we get gamma power. And yeah, we push him to another special. We have 3 gamma power. And yeah. And yeah, another thing about gamma power is it gives you some extra attack. Only 16 attack for me. This with the unupgraded 3-star, but keep in mind that is almost a little bit under a fifth of his normal damage output. But I throw off the SP3, and yeah. All right, and for cosmic mode, when you have 3 or more stacks of gamma power, as I've already said this, and you launch a special attack, it does consume it, and it activates cosmic mode, and it lasts 3.3 seconds per gamma power. Okay, that was it. I was a little bit confused by that since I was pretty distracted while I was reading the abilities. Which means with 6, it lasts 18 seconds. And this is something that I really like about the Overseer and like Mole Man and stuff. And this was my problem with Jabari Panther, was because like I'm pretty sure Jabari Panther it only lasted like 7 seconds. I forgot what it was called for her, but like when she went crazy and crit and bleeded a lot. Yeah, I don't really play with her that much, but yeah, that only lasted for 7 seconds. And yes, it could be paused by special attacks, but I didn't really like how you couldn't control it, and it was such a short amount of time. Even just like 10 seconds would have been a lot more helpful. But yeah, so we get away from that SP2. She gets special concussion on her. And if you did this month's event quest, yes, this guy is a very annoying defender. After his special attacks, he gains an auto block thing that can be quite annoying. And that could really be helpful in and that could be really helpful for Alliance War defense. This guy could be a very good defender, especially with the parry mastery that people have, because it would stun him, because it is a perfect block. Yeah, so now we start to get into all the really nice red damage. You can just end with a light at the end when you're in cosmic mode. Because remember, mediums don't get the extra red damage, only light attacks do that, so it's better to go for the light attacks. I didn't quite realize that right here. All right, but now here is the most. This guy is probably Abomination in this challenge is probably the opponent who my 3-stars struggle with the most, just because of the poison. Best part about Overseer, or one of the best parts, is he's poison immune too. Which means he could just clear through this fight really, really easily. And yeah, so I get out of the way of that SP1. And yeah, if you're struggling to get a special attack out of any opponent or something, you can throw off a heavy attack and put on a taunt. And that's not just like if you're trying to bait an SP3 or an SP2 because you're about to hit the SP3. No, that can like help even with like this when special 3s are not active. Because once they hit the 3rd special, they're not gaining any more power. So you want them to throw the special attack with this guy, so they gain power again, and you gain the gamma stacks. Yeah, so you can throw off that SP or that heavy attack to put on the taunt, which is actually very, very helpful. Another really nice piece of utility for this guy. And yeah, and now he just has 2 fights to go. The Drax and the Thanos. Remember, the Thanos has doubled the health of all these guys on the rest of this path. Yeah, and he has a lot of resistance. Thankfully, the red damage is only affected a tiny bit. It's not really affected. But yeah, it's kind of like Thanos has like 4 times the health as the rest of the guys, kind of. Since you do about half the damage, in my opinion. But yeah, so I get out of the way of that SP1, and I counter right back. I get out of the way of the SP1 again, and yeah, I'm just trying to get to the SP3. But yeah, this guy is one of my favorite champions in the game. If I can pull a high star of this guy, I will be very, very happy. Yeah, like a 5 or 6 star. 5-star, I would max him out, even before some really insane people. Yeah, I feel like part of this game that people forget is that it's meant to be fun, and people just get competitive with like who's good and who's not. And you know, it's like it's normal to like the good people. Like, who's gonna like somebody with low damage output, struggles to take down characters and stuff like that. But like sometimes I feel like I would take this guy over Quake. Quake is one of, if not the greatest champion in the game. Although I don't like Quake, I hate playing her. I find her boring and hard to play. And yeah, this guy just brings me a lot more enjoyment. And even though he's not as good, yes, I would take this guy over Quake. Alright, but now we are on the final Thanos. Yeah, remember we head to the SP3 to start out, and I'm gonna walk you guys through this fight too because it is a lot longer of a fight, and in case you guys are wondering what to do afterward, or like if you have to take down a really big boss or something like that. But yeah, I bait out the SP2, so he starts gaining power again, and yeah, so then I throw a heavy attack off to put the taunt on, so he throws his special, because remember, taunt has a higher chance for the opponent to throw their specials. And yeah, I throw it off again, so he throws his off. Wait, no. But anyway, I throw off the SP3, and remember, now it's time to get into the really, really big damage. And yeah, so we start out going normal. Like you can see, definitely the red damage is doing less. Like it was doing like 250 about before that, or before the Thanos fight. But yeah, this is still really helping out the fight. The health is just going down very, very quickly. And I was just trying to get to the SP3. Looking back, I probably should have thrown off the SP2 right there, because after Cosmic Mode, or during cosmic mode, you don't gain gamma power. Once cosmic mode ends, then you start gaining it again. Yeah, so it wouldn't have really mattered about the power bar or my power bar or anything like that. And either way, I would have gotten there beforehand. But anyway, yeah, so he has 4 stacks of gamma right now. And yeah, so now we've hit 5 stacks. And I'm pretty sure I throw off a heavy attack around this time. No, I don't think I do, but I push him to the SP3 so I can get one more stack of gamma power. He's at about 50% right now, 47. But yeah, so now it's time to head right back in and start getting this really good damage. As you can see, because of the armor up, he is doing even less damage. But yeah, the damage is starting to come up just a tiny bit. But yeah, this guy is really solid champion, and he's going to be at least superior tier on the tier list. But yeah, I throw off the SP2. It pauses the Fury and everything. Yeah, that ends it. Alright, but now it's time to go for yet another SP3, and that probably should finish off the fight, the cosmic mode afterward, I mean. And yeah, so I get out of the way of that SP1, and I push myself to 3 gamma power. Get out of the way of his heavy attack, and yeah, 4. And yeah, we are just about hitting 200 hits on the combo meter. Remember, we haven't used a single revive or health potion. That's extraordinary in this challenge. This challenge is very hard, very tricky, and you need to do really good with it. But yeah, so I throw off another SP3, and yeah, and after this, he will be down after this next cosmic mode. And yeah, 5%, 4%, 3%, 2%, 1%, 0%. And yeah, Thanos' health does not go down very easily, which is extraordinary how he was able to complete this entire challenge without revives or health potions. By far number 1 on the podium for this challenge, and I think he will be for a long time, or at least a year, I'm willing to bet. But everybody, thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, make sure to subscribe and like button. Make sure to comment any videos you want to see. I'm always looking for new ones. Make sure to follow the Instagram. It tells you a lot about my MCOC account and my channel. And yeah, everybody, thank you so much for watching this video. See you guys later.